Nigga, I'm ghost.
That's dope.
But it's late August, early September. Early Christmas is coming up. Apple is releasing new devices, new Apple stuff. We're getting new Apple products. How do you feel? Are you anticipating it, or are iPhones or any Apple product even like a thing anymore? It's kind of a thing for me, but it's kind of a cheat for it being a thing for me, to be honest. How do you feel?
The switch up was crazy, by the way. Switch up was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
From Kanye to Apple, but
Yeah.
I will say, an Apple release is like a Drake release. It's like a Drake album.
Yeah, it is. Kinda.
You like the world stops for about a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's talking about it, whether good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I like, again, it's like Drake, bro. Like, I can't not like it. Like, bro, Apple makes it such an event.
Yeah,
Like
do.
it's an event, bro. Like, I had that shit in my calendar.
Yo, listen.
I get excited for it.
Soon-
I'm excited.
I make sure I'm home or at my desk to watch the keynote. I'm not. Listen, I watched this keynote. I even watched the WWDC, which is the nerdy keynote where like no one knows about.
Yeah.
I watched that one, right? But we
WWDC's that shit.
we getting one of my. I want to get invited to one, but that's neither here nor there. The iPhone 15 is coming out, right? We got rumors and stuff. It sounds like we're gonna still have the a Max, where it might be changing it to the Ultra. We're gonna have a Plus, a Pro, and a regular. Apparently this might be the first year that is no gold. I'm like, all right, no gold. That's kind of weird.
Very.
Or like they're expected to be more expensive. Like I'm like, I don't know why it would be $100 or $200 more, but it's Apple. We're gonna pay for it. I'm not even gonna complain about the price. We're gonna pay for it. I mean, we're gonna moan about it. We're gonna bitch about it, but we're going to do it. Like the rumors are like, bro, like how can I get excited even though we just said we're excited or we're gonna look forward to it? We're gonna get braided USB-C cables. It's gonna be colored. It's gonna finally be USB.
I'm not gonna lie, it's little shit like that. I don't know why I'm so excited for that. I don't know why.
I'm like, they're gonna have braided cords. Cool, because like they got braided cords now that come with the
iPad and the watch.
iPad, the watch, and it comes with the that 2020 or 2021 new iMac. It came with that one because I got the blue one around here somewhere. Good cord. What else we got?
Good cord, like
It's a good cord. It's a good cord. I like it. Like I was like, oh, this is nice. But we're supposed to get a periscope lens and a bigger battery or something. Wait, come on. What we got?
Yeah, we're honestly Apple's at a point where, because they release something every year, they're at a point where they kind of have to plateau and be mediocre for a few years. Like the 14 was the new big thing because of the dynamic island, which I think is going to continue for like the 16 and 17.
Yeah.
Realistically, and then in the 8, and then on maybe on the 17 or 18, we'll have a new different, probably like completely bezel-less phone, straight mirror or straight glass. I will say, Apple's so. I think they should change the name to Ultra.
Yeah.
Just brand synergy, because the Apple Watch Ultra.
Yeah.
The second one's probably gonna drop, but just Apple.
I'm getting it.
I'm more excited. I'm at a point where I'm more excited for Apple's software than anything, and Apple's exploration outside of their normal. I'm gonna say this like it's a fucking movie, but outside of Apple's normal IP, if that makes sense. Like I'm more excited for the shit like the Vision Pro.
Yeah, same.
Like same. We've talked about it before, but I'm more excited for that than anything besides the fucking. I'm always gonna enjoy the new iPhone, the new Apple Watch, the new Mac. It's all cool, but
because it's like the phone is the phone. When people get upset about the iPhone not being new or something like that, it's like what you're looking for is what you got like 10 years ago when we went from the 5 to the 6, or how we went from like. Not even 10 years ago, more than that. Like when you went from like crappy phones to like touchscreen phones, you're looking for that jump, and that jump isn't going to happen in the iPhone, right?
It's not
because you got innovation and then you got capitalism, you got business, right? Those things converge, and then you get certain things. Like capitalism will help you start something up to be innovative, but once you got your fan base or your customer base, capitalism also be like, whoa, halt on that innovation, my friend. We need to get some money. So
we need to hear.
When people say what's new, what's different, I'm like, bro, certain things just work. A square glass screen in your hand just works, bro. It's not going to be a rhombus. It's not going to be an octagon. It's not going to be none of that. It's going to be a square. We might round the corners. Cool, no problem. And you also have to look at the everyday person and what does the everyday person do on their phone. The everyday person isn't really creative. They're not doing amazing things. They are scrolling social media and pointing and clicking a photo. That's what they're doing. No more, no less. So why would they bring out this ultra techie device for the everyday person that's not even going to use all of it?
They're not going to, yeah. It's already Apple products already sell themselves. It's Apple. Like it's the brand. Apple, 90% of Apple's the brand and the software. But after a certain point, if you're like you said, if they're coming out with these techie ass devices, they're gonna it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like the Vision Pro, there's a market for it. There's VR, AR, very popular at the moment with the Oculus, with things like that. And they're able to charge what they're gonna charge. What is it, like $3-4 grand that they're gonna charge for it? They're able to charge what they charge because you're getting what you want, but the Apple way. And I think that Apple has a very good way of convincing you that you're being given something new because it's being done by Apple.
Yep.
When in reality, it's not. It's like when iOS 16 was released, people were losing their minds over widgets. It's like widgets have been around for a very long time. It's just Apple found a way to make it the Apple way.
How Drake saying?
And because they did that, it's fire. Like, I love my widgets on my iPhone. It's as simple as
what Drake say. It's not about who did it first. It's about who did it right.
Exactly.
Something like
that.
Yeah, it's like that's what it is.
Apple,
bro.
The app, and for lack of better terminology, the Apple way is typically the right way, and that's why they're so successful with their products. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, after I might have to cop a Vision Pro.
I'm definitely copping a Vision Pro.
I know you are.
If they do a Vision Pro correctly, I don't think people understand the implications of a Vision Pro done correctly.
I'm gonna be watching Dune on IMAX in my bedroom. I'm so dead ass,
bro. You get rid of space. Like, I'm a guy who has multiple monitors. I got a Mac. I got a studio display. I got a MacBook. I got an iPad. I got a bunch of screens, right? The Vision Pro completely gets rid of space. You just put on this one guy. You put on this one guy who you have an infinite amount of screens. You can do so many different things. You're not going to need anything else. Like, it's taking another step into the virtual world. And it's not just watching stuff. It's also interacting with things. I'm going through the Apple developer courses and tutorials they put out about the Vision Pro and things you can do. I'm like, dude, if this is done correctly where I think it will be, it's gonna be nuts. I'm talking like all you're gonna need is just your Vision Pro.
That's it. No handles, none of that extra stuff.
And that's really it. And some AirPods maybe. Besides that, you're not gonna need nothing else. That's all you're going to need. You still have your phone because you want to walk and do things, but for your entertainment, it's gonna be like you're gonna go to rooms where you're not gonna need a TV, you're not gonna need a monitor, you might not even need windows for it. You just need a room and a bed, and you're gonna be in there, and it's gonna be in a whole different
just vibing.
That's going to be crazy. The Vision Pro, if done correctly, is gonna be a new frontier. It's called New Frontier shit, and I'm pretty excited.
I agree.
But we're here talking about the iPhone 15 and the 48 megapixel sensor.
Not for real. It's not.
It's
I like when Apple does new shit. It's as simple as that. The Apple Car has been in the works for fuck knows how long. They've had the patents for fuck knows how long. Apple is a company that likes to plan shit ahead and release it when the time is right. I have full faith that they know what they're doing. Apple has rarely ever missed. They were ahead of the curve with getting rid of the headphone jack.
Yep.
One of Samsung's biggest marketing tools at the time for whatever phone was released with that was the fact that, hey, we still have a headphone jack. Clear shots at Apple. Mm-hmm. There is not a single Samsung phone that has a fucking headphone jack.
They be lying. It's they be lying. I'll be like, yo.
They really do. It's like, I mean, that is just the natural progression of things. People were pissed when they took it out. It's like, okay, but now you have AirPods. Yeah. Think of how, bro, AirPods are ultra popular now. Like,
I'm pretty sure AirPods, they probably make more money on AirPods than they probably do like
any other product. 100%.
Like that,
it's just cheap enough that, first of all, it probably takes $10 to make AirPods if we want to get down to the very nitty gritty. And they're selling it at a ridiculous amount, but it's at that perfect point that, like, it's enough to make them a decent, more than decent profit.
Yo, dude, hold on.
And
during the 2020 financial year, Apple's AirPod revenues amounted to $23 billion, surpassing the combined revenue of Twitter, Spotify, and Square. One product is more than 4 companies.
Entire organizations. That is, bro. Holy shit. Listen, Apple swims in that shit. Apple swims in it.
God.
But
dang.
While
did it wane a little?
While we're on
I'm gonna check 2023. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. I'm checking 2023.
But I was just gonna say, while we're on the topic of like AR, VR, all that shit, one thing I wanted to touch on is the fact that when Apple revealed the Vision Pro, it was very much in the vein of the Oasis from Ready Player One. And I think that's where most things are heading. We're gonna head to a point where people live in virtual reality. It's just a byproduct of all the technology we're just converging to that point. And I think that eventually we're going to get to that Oasis point where, money, careers, there's a lot of things that are going to be filtered through the VR AR pipeline.
Nigga, I'm Ghost.
That's dope.